There's no pain worse in the world than losing all your hard-earned progress on a character you spent so much time on. I've heard giving birth is actually worse, but I have no way to compare. If you want to avoid the first thing though, then this guide is just what you need. Backing up your character files takes no more than a few minutes and will save you from hours of heartache. Let's start by locating the Atlyss game in your Steam application. From there, go to the settings wheel and click on Browse Local Files. It will open up a file tree displaying everything pertaining to Atlyss. Click on the Atlyss data folder and locate the Profile Collections folder. Inside of this folder is everything from your character saves, your settings, items stored inside Spike, and some other stuff. You don't need to worry about all that though. Simply copy the Profile Collections folder in its entirety and find a safe place to paste it. You can even make a folder specifically to archive these snapshots like I did, so you can always go back to earlier characters if needed. Now that you've backed up everything, you can feel a bit better knowing that if your saves do end up breaking, you won't lose all your progress. Now, what do you do if that does end up happening? When a character file becomes unreadable, it will appear as blank in-game. Don't fret, your character is still there but is unable to be read by Atlyss. There are two ways to fix this. The first is by loading the backup you made earlier. Do the steps we did earlier to get to your Profile Collections folder, and pull up your archive in another window. Each character is labeled sequentially, which makes finding the right one easier. If you want to double check this information, you can actually open the saves with Notepad and cross-reference the names. Now then, copy the save from the archive you wish to back up, and paste it into the main Atlyss game. Restart the game and boom, your character is back. The second method of restoring your save is more hands-on, requiring you to dig through the save file in Notepad. Doing this may break your character even more, but if you're successful, you'll end up losing a lot less progress. First off, let's open a working character and get an idea of what it should look like. You got the appearance profile, stats profile, skills profile, bonus skills profile, all of your finished quests, your inventory, and a few more stuff tacked on at the end. If anything is off by even a little bit, and I mean as little as a comma being removed, the entire file will be rendered useless by the game. It's handy to keep this up while searching through the corrupted file to cross-reference things. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be loading a broken file so we can see if we can fix it together. As we can see, something is not quite right. Let's check them out in game and see what's going on. Look at that, all my items have been wiped. But that shouldn't be too hard of a fix. We'll open up the file in Notepad and see what's going on under the hood. We'll do the steps to get to the Profile Collections folder, find the right file, and open them up. Now, starting from the very top, we're looking for anything that looks out of place or shouldn't be there. It also helps that I kind of forgot what I changed. The good news is though, the items are all still there, they're just inaccessible to us. Once we find out what the issue is, we'll be able to get them all back. Cross-referencing with a working file just to make sure. After a couple minutes of searching, I found it. This right here is missing an underscore. Now, this wasn't an actual broken file, but a test I constructed, so what you need to fix might look different. To save our changes, we want to save this file, Control A, copy everything, go to the Profile Collections folder, and open up this auto-generated backup file. Control A once you're inside of the backup, and paste. Now both are identical and will be loaded properly by the game. Okay, let's restart Atlyss and see if we have better luck this time. That looks much better. Opening up the inventory, everything is exactly as it should be. If you ever find your spike chest becoming cleared out, don't worry, that can be restored too. Simply copy the item bank folders from your archive and paste them into the Atlyss game. You can also try the same trick of manually fixing the save, but Spike is much more finicky with this. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully these few minutes will keep you from having to spend hours grinding again after one bout of bad luck. Also, the keen-eyed of you may have realized that with save files being stored locally as plain text, it could theoretically be very easy to manually add in items or adjust their quantities. And you'd be right. It's dirt easy to do with a small risk of needing to load a backup or two. Unfortunately, this tutorial isn't about that. But if you're interested in learning how to be a little unscrupulous, then subscribe and stay tuned for that video. That's about it. I'll see you all in the next one.